Okay, I'm just going to do a real quick video to document that, I'm still under heavy attack with direct energy weapons. I put a bunch on last night. I think the first one that I was filming was at 12:43 a.m. 1:12 a.m. I was still being attacked. 1:51 a.m. being burnt and whipped. 2:04 a.m. they were still whipping me. Today, 9:10 a.m. Oops. Yep. Sorry, that window's in the back. Burning me here up in the upper right shoulder. This was at 9:10 a.m. today. 10:49 a.m. today. They started on the right side there, and then they were starting on the left side as I was recording it. Okay. And then 10:59 a.m. they really went to town on the left side. They still are right now. I don't feel well. They're poisoning everything. I can't, they poison all my food. I bought a box of Cheez-Its and they poisoned my Cheez-Its even. This is how women are living in the United States of America. The majority of cyber torture victims are women. I was just watching a video of Amy Holm investigation of a woman named Anne in Detroit. And, she was, trying to pull out the audio out of the forensics. That's what Amy's audio does. And the things that Anne was saying that she was enduring were many things that I do. She wakes to bruises, and she wakes to cut hair as well. This is disgusting. The United States military is actively torturing its citizens for body data, for currency for body data. So then they were hitting my upper back as I was talking right there and right there. So it was a live, active assault. My lower back here. Right, they were hitting my lower back. And of course the lines from all my clothes being altered. So I just wanted to document that, I'm enduring attacks with direct energy weapons. And, my infrasound detector. I just actually got some notifications from YouTube. They took some of my videos down because, they say they can see people's addresses. So I guess I'm going to have to be careful. But here's my infrasound detector at 9:29 a.m. So I had a beacon coming in from the United States Space Force and 5 from the United States. So actually that's what I was doing when the attack started. I was just investigating some of the devices in my environment. So here's a couple ZT Corporation coming in my environment. It had one global match, and the address was France. It reversed to Pakistan Telecom and Germany. I had one, Qualcomm Technologies, which basically is a semiconductor company, and won global match to what was it, to China, and the reverse was Dallas, Pennsylvania. So I wonder if that had a Verizon. So I'm wondering, all of these, look at different devices. 5:25 a.m. This DSP Solutions Inc. They're a Palo Alto company. So anyway, I was sitting here doing that, and then investigating some of these antennas here in the United States. Whoops, I better not put any address. And here's my environment. Just click on one. So this is where these people are intruding my environment. Witt's family lives across the street. These people don't have to go to work anymore. They just sit at their house and use equipment to torture their neighbor. This is what I'm enduring. This is what lots of people are enduring, and they don't even know it. And here, this is what my map looks like this morning. So, all these neighbors with beacons, antennas, transmitters, receivers, human trafficking, my biomedical data, slow kill profit mission. And yesterday I had this string. It goes all the way into the lake. So I don't know if there's, if they have submarines in the lake or how that. And these are MAC addresses. And now this string came this morning, so it goes a good 30 miles towards Minneapolis there. Let's see if I can, whoops. So yeah, anyhow, oops, you see how they're MAC addresses. This is their human trafficking. This is, and you can research these MAC addresses like I am. And, there's just too many I can't. So I pick out ones that have headings like this, ZTE Corporation. And, this is human trafficking. And so the address that I was researching, one of these beacons that are coming in on my infrasound detector, was in near Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm trying to figure out who they are. But one of the people that they were connected to was the chief deputy director of this Chief Human Capital Office, which is, the United States government. They're a branch of the Department of Treasury. So, the council was established, the Chief Human Capital Office Act of 2002 was part of Homeland Security. So what? The human are the new capital. The new green economy is to torture and traffic torture victims' data for currency. So, that's the only thing I can figure out what's happening. And again, I'm just gonna make this short. Here's that Amy's audio interview. Amy did the forensics on this targeted gal in Detroit, Ann in Detroit, and the things that she had stated in that video were very similar to the things I endure. She endures waking to bruises and cut hair, and it's disgusting. And here, I won't go close. Here's all my neighbors, profiting off of antennas coming into my environment. This is voyeurism. It's societal collapse. They're all making money off my family's oppression and torture. This isn't just me. This affects my children and my grandchildren worse than me. And here's my IP. The geolocation has been in West Bend, Wisconsin since yesterday. It's still there right now. Why is it in West Bend, Wisconsin? This is human trafficking. It's metaverse crimes. It's geo-slavery. See, here's all in the middle of the night, all these direct energy weapon attacks. And again, how much money are your neighbors making off, you know, your anguish and your distress and your destruction and your suffering and your oppression and torture and death? That's what they're doing in the United States of America. And you know, my poor daughter she just had her life stolen. She was, they're trying to make her homeless. She already did 5 years homeless, 5 years in prison for almost nothing, and V2K before she's 31 years old. They stole her life. These people stole her life for what? Money? And what was this? Oh, my brother-in-law's ex-wife took her own life a couple days ago, and I was trying to do some investigation, and they wouldn't let me. They're like knocked me off the websites that I was trying to look at. You know, somebody leaving a voicemail message that basically was the verbiage that I had did in a personal text to somebody else, and they were from Washington State, and I connected them back here. Here I had another medical fraud bill. I'm up to over $4 million. Look at the size of this pack of medical fraud bills I got one day. 165,000, 89,000, 43,000, 17,000. You know, it's just unreal. It's the biggest fraud RICO in history. It targeted people. You know, here's my IP address sitting at the retired police officer's house. We're enduring more direct energy weapon hits. Here's this one's funny. You know, I endure these roaring airplanes, and earlier that day I did that video, a spontaneous video, and about an hour in. So it was this video, and at the end I had mentioned that I was following this NASA Gina on X here, and she was talking about the United States Space Force, General Saltzman. That's who that was. So that's who that came into, buzzed over my house. Here, I'll let you hear the video. I don't think I ever posted this video. Psychopaths. Same reason. Here. Huh. How come I can't get the volume to go? How do I get it to go? Oh. Okay, my daughter's here. I gotta go. All right, documenting active direct energy weapon hits. Over and out.